Rebel, oh God. Rebel on BET, y'all. The season finale. Thank gosh this is over. I'm probably the only one in TV land who stopped liking this show halfway through. I don't know, because I think Ashley Miller and B Fabulous You, they both were reviewing this show as well. And I have not watched any of their recaps, so I don't know what their thought process was on the show. But now that I'm done with it, I'll go back and watch their shit. So, in a minute, you're finna find out why I'm saying I'm glad this is done. Alright, the way this show started off, the little short Mighty Mouse cop was getting arrested. They said at the end of last episode, which did not happen at the end of last episode. But okay, he getting arrested now by Mac and Jimmy. And the captain is trying to defend him on the case. He basically doing the same thing that Jimmy was doing for Vaughn, saying, well, maybe he was caught up in the corruption. Maybe he got paid to do this. Maybe they were blackmailing him. This, that, and the third. The captain is getting on my fucking nerves. His donut eating ass. Oh, he working my nerves. But yeah, the funny thing is that being that Jimmy is a narc, and we have just recently found out that this is not a narcotics case, Jimmy will still not be working it. He would not be on this case. He probably damn sure wouldn't be working directly with his brother. But okay. They letting these cops go rogue, what have you. We gonna roll on with that. Basically, Captain, I just learned on this episode, his last name was Hart, is trying to pin the whole cover up and scandal on Charles. You know, Charles is gone in the wind. He took off a couple episodes ago. He had another TV show he had to be on, so that's where he probably went. And Rebel goes back and she shows IA the video of Von Bryant and his conversation with April Somerville and why he is suspect number one. Okay, so Rebel. Oh, Matt comes out and lets Rebel know what the deal is because the captain put her out. He said, you're a civilian, you shouldn't even be back here, which is correct. She shouldn't be back there. And he's like, all your little privileges that you had here, they have been revoked since Charles is now gone. Ain't nobody wondering where Charles went? Nobody asking the question? Don't it seem kind of odd? He just takes the fuck off. He was up for promotion. Nobody's questioning it. See, I have issues with this show for these reasons. But okay, let's keep on moving on. But so Matt goes out there and tells Rebel everything that she wants to know. And she goes up to the black cop, which is named Iverson, and tries to see what information that he can help give. Okay. Rebel meets up with Chyna. And she's staking out Von Bryant's house. And but they soon learn that he may be already gone. And they're like, okay, what the hell? Where did he take off to? So Rebel and Chyna decide to go dumpster diving in his trash. I don't know where they were sitting at with this trash, but they going through it just so peacefully and calmly. Chyna's got, you know, her dishpan gloves. I don't know where they came from. Rebel got a tong going through this trash. And they see this one little itinerary strip in the trash. Look like it's been shredded. So Chyna, of course, is going to do her little investigative work, put it all together, staple, glue, all that, so they can figure out what the hell this little piece of paper was. Okay. Jimmy comes in with a Mighty Mouse cop. And he's trying to play on his friend's side. And like, you know, yeah, Rebel came up here popping off, giving all this information. But you know what? I got your back, homie. I'm going to sit here and we're going to go through this together. Come on, tell me what's going on so I can help you out. I can't help you if I don't know what's going on. When he does that, Mac busts in and just like blows the whole whistle on everything that he's doing. And I'm sitting here at this moment saying, Mac got something to do with this shit. I haven't trusted Mac from the beginning. I still don't understand why Rebel was getting with Mac. I mean, whether or not he shot your brother, he still shot at your brother and could have killed him himself if you hadn't shot him. And now you motherfucker, Vito, go sit your ass down. He all gummy with her and shit, and I just, don't make me beat you. Okay, so Mighty Morphin Power Ranger cop is too smart for them, so he realizes they ain't got nothing on him, so he ain't saying nothing. Mac and Jimmy have words about that, like, why did you do that? I was gonna get him to flip, and Mac was like, he wasn't gonna say nothing, you know, and it just makes me more suspicious of Mac at this point. Okay, back at the Korea, Pops, who we haven't seen in probably about 3-4 episodes, is sitting there with Jackie, and she decides to cook Sunday dinner, something that they used to always have at the house. And she invites over Rebel and Sheena. Pops is like, what the hell she doing here? They still apparently haven't spoke since she decided to drop the case for Malik. And she like, you know, this is what families do. This is your daughter. You love her. They somehow get into an exchange of words. I don't even know. I was so done with this episode. This is supposed to be the season finale. It was weak and whack as fuck to me. But they have a little argument, and pretty much Rebel blames it all on Jackie again. And Jackie is there just trying to help. She's like, you know, I'm trying to get you and your daddy back together. She's like, but I got my eye on you, boo. We still don't know why Rebel is hating so much. Like I said, well, she her mama's best friend. She slept with her husband. What the hell? What is the issue with Rebel and Jackie? So they decide to put the tattoo of the guy through the database, since they figure there's a bunch of cops involved. I didn't realize that Mighty Morphin Power Ranger had been seen earlier in the season. I don't remember him. So when he took off his mask, that's why they realized he was another cop. I don't remember that episode. Let me know if y'all do. But so since that, they decided, okay, Vaughn has let's go ahead and run all the tattoos through cops through the system. Okay, they do this, which the problem I have with that is that they usually get all your markings when you first get the job. If you got any tattoos after you got that job, they're not going to add them to the database. They're not going to do that. Same thing like the military. You were not supposed to have tattoos in certain areas of your body when you joined the military. But if you did have some, there was still regulation. That's all they did was document them. If you got any more tattoos on your body after you joined the military, they didn't document and log all that shit. But that's what they want us to think and believe right here. So they run the tattoo through the database. Can't find anybody in the 7th district. Vaughn been a cop for 20 years. So let's go see who else could pop up. So they find this dude who is not even a cop anymore, who used to be a cop, but had that tattoo. They haul him in. Okay. And they, while Mac is in there with a Mighty Morphin Power Cop, Jimmy brings in this former cop in, and I was like, oh my bad, I'm in the wrong room. So obvious what you're doing. So obvious. But he takes him back out. And now, little dude is like, okay, he's pretty much just lawyered up. Now, he didn't lawyer up for himself. The captain lawyered up for him. He was like, he's his union lawyer. Y'all can't say shit else to him. And to his lawyer speak. And Mac is like, wait a minute. We almost had him. We got him ready to confess. And he's like, you're going to extend him some courtesy. You're going to let his lawyer do his job. He didn't ask for a lawyer. But okay. Captain brought the lawyer in. So I'm thinking now too, Captain got something to do with this shit. Actually, I've been thinking the Captain had something to do with this shit, but this is just confirming it for me. Okay. So, like I said, Rebel goes to Iverson and asks him, could he find out what happened on the night that Malik was killed? What happened to the surveillance village that was in the jail? And he like, look, girl, I ain't finna get messed up in your shit. She's like, so she tried to, challenge him. What kind of cop are you? You're gonna be a good cop? Do this for Charles, whatever, The acting was bad in this episode. I normally like the acting on this show. Well, it got bad with Brim and all of them last episode, but okay. Okay, so Rebel had put out a hood APB on the van. Anybody spot her, let me know, hit me up. Okay, so somebody spotted the van. They call up Rebel. Rebel and them go track down the van. And Mac and Jimmy search it. They find a cigarette butt. And they was like, this is going to take days or months or weeks, whatever, to go through DNA. And Rebel's like, lie, shit. That's what we do as police officers. We lie. He a uniform anyway, you know, us suits, we can pretty much, you know, pull anything over their head. It's pretty much what she's saying. So they use that little cigarette butt to say that we got eyewitnesses that got you. We got people up in San Quentin that's waiting on your ass to show up there. They're going to tap that ass when they get there. So therefore, I think you should help us. But for A, we got your DNA off a cigarette that you had here. And he should know the DNA don't run through that fast either. But okay. Chyna comes back and learns that Vaughn is about to take his ass to Vietnam. Evidently, they have no extradition to America back from Vietnam, so that's what he about to run. And Jimmy is wise enough to know that he ain't finna leave his wife. Y'all found a ticket in his name only. He ain't going nowhere without his wife, so most likely he's still in town. And he just planted that shit for y'all to find out, right? So Pops drop on to Rebel that he wants to move. He said this is not his home anymore. He wants her to buy the house. Usually parents just give you the house, but I guess they still paying for it. He wants Rebel to buy the house. She lets him know she'll get back to him, but she's pretty pissed about it because she's blaming Jackie again. Jackie put you up to this. Jackie, you too old for this shit, Rebel. Come on, man. But Reb gets a call from Iverson. So I had a little glint or something. I had a little glint or something on my eye last time. It was really shiny right here. I don't know what it was. So, and she goes down to the station. He like, you know, I show you what type of cop I want to be. He give her the little dope man handshake and hug, dap it up. Y'all don't know what that is. Or your grandmama handshake. You know, if your grandmama trying to slide you some money on low, she folded up real low and palm that shit to you so nobody else could see. That's basically what he did with this little video clip. But why he do that and then Rebel pulls it out and starts inspecting the shit right there in the middle of the station? What sense did that make? Nobody said anything, but they should have. Because what fucking sense did that make? For him to do the little dope man slide and then Rebel to pull the shit right back out and look at it. That didn't make no sense at all. Okay. So, Mighty Morphin Power Cop ended up confessing. Spilled all the beans on what racket they had going with Texas and everything. So now they think, okay, everything is done. Everything is clear. But they still believe that Vaughn is in town. They still think they need to get him too, because the way he was making it seem like he was the leader, but they still think, okay, Vaughn must be the ringleader on this. Okay, so some reason they decided to track down Texas Mama House. Why the fuck would they track down Texas Mama House? They said they were looking for stash houses and stuff. They learned that Texas didn't have any more stash houses. But, you know, he used to live with his mama back in the day on some street. They went to his mama house. And Rebel gets some little boys to help her bust a window in the house. Okay, so Rebel breaks in. But when the little boys bust the window, they take off running. And here come Vaughn come down the street. So now he know Rebel was in the house. He should have knew Rebel was in the house anyway, because her motherfucking Jeep was sitting right there in front of the house. Her Jeep is undeniable hers. Everybody know who her Jeep is, what her Jeep looked like. So, Vaughn, while she's in the house going through papers, I think it was, Vaughn creeps up behind her. She hears them. They turn around. They fight. Vaughn is whooping her ass. And I'm sitting here thinking, Rebel, you just whooped 3 terrorists' ass at one damn time. And now you're here fighting against this little penny-ass cop. And you can't get the drop on him. He was whooping her ass. He really was. But she does get the hold of his neck. She did the same thing that Sanaa Lathan did to Ash character did in Shots Fired to Breland old punk ass. She got that hold on her neck. Only difference is Rebel didn't let go. Rebel held that motherfucker till that bitch snapped, cracked, and popped. And then she still held on to her some more. It was like she was in a state of shock. But she wasn't letting that grip go. She wasn't letting that head go. She wanted to make sure that motherfucker died. Not only in this life, but in his next. He was gone. He was dead at it. Okay, Jimmy and Mac come in. Jimmy and Mac come in, and Jimmy says, yep, that motherfucker dead. Dead as a doorknob. And Mac takes Rebel. Rebel passes out. And we end up at the hospital with her. She has a concussion, a cracked rib, and a bruised spleen. Like I said, Vaughn was fucking her up. Okay. While we at the hospital, not IA, the compliance lady that Lieutenant Gold that Chucky slept with shows up. And she kind of briefs her on everything that happened. She gives her the other video of the surveillance showing that Hart is the one who cleared out the surveillance tapes and removed all the information that she needed to know. And I think she was offering Rebel the job, but Rebel's like, yeah, you know, you need to go get Chuck back. And she's like, if I could find him, I don't know why he took off. She said he must have been feeling guilty, especially because he held on to it for so long. You know, I know they probably ate at his heart. Right. So, my problem with this whole fucking scene, okay? They at Texas Mama house. They're not at Rebel house. They're not at Vaughn house. They're not on the street. They are in Texas Mother's house. Rebel broke into said house. A fight ensued. There's evidence of the struggle between her and Vaughn. She got banged and bruised. He got killed. And she didn't get arrested. She wasn't handcuffed to that bed. Because she's not a cop anymore. She's a self-made private eye. A citizen who the police don't even fucking like right now. And she wasn't arrested or handcuffed. And taken to trial to see whether or not that was really self-defense. Because why the fuck is she in this house anyway? A house that ain't her own. A house that she broke into. And you killed the man. Okay? Problem number 2 with this scene is that the next fucking scene, she at the goddamn cemetery with her daddy. At Malik's grave. Walking and talking strong and fine. I'm like, you just had a motherfucking concussion. They said it was just going to keep you overnight. But you had a cracked rib and a bruised spleen. And you out the hospital already. If I got anybody that's in the medical field that's watching this video, let me know if that's what really happened. Maybe for the concussion, but for the cracked rib and the bruised spleen, they gonna let you out the next day? I don't know, but okay. I didn't think so. So, while we're at the gravesite, we finally learned that the reason why Rebel hate Jackie is because Jackie screwed her daddy while he was still married to her mama. And the night that her mama died is the day that she confronted Pops about the fact that he slept with Jackie. Rebel snitched, told her mama what she saw. She saw them hugging and kissing up or whatever, you know. She told her mama that. The mama confronted Pops. They got into an argument. Pops shattered the liquor. She went out the house. A Mack truck smacked dab into her. She was drinking in that car as well. It was all fucking alcoholics. The whole goddamn house was alcoholics. So that's why Rebel has been hating Jackie this entire time. It's 11 years later, and she's still hating on her. She blames Jackie for her mama's death. Okay, so Mac and Rebel back together again. And they smash again. And I think I was watching somebody's video, or somebody said it on my video, that in the last time that they was together, they didn't sleep together. Yes, they did. They did sleep together. When her and TJ broke up, she cleaned him up. You know, he was all bloody and everything. But when Lieutenant showed up, that motherfucker was zipping his pants and she was putting up her panties. They slept together. There was an implication there. But this time they wanted to show the little sex scene that they smashed. And I'm thinking, Rebel, motherfucking Rebel. Why? This dude is still the same person that shot at your brother. Yeah, okay, so then we go back to the open mic night. Rebel is on stage, and this time she's doing a very great Nikki Skies poem. I did like this poem. Then Jimmy texts Mac. Mac is sitting there watching her this time. Jimmy texts Mac, said, hey, call me ASAP. He get a call. He called him back and he like, hey, Hannah, Von's wife, said, it's something at the house. Some of the insurance that Von had left behind. I need you to get it. And Mac is like, what the fuck this insurance policy gonna do for us? He said, no, it's not insurance policy. He left something there in Texas Mama driveway. Y'all can't believe that we this stupid. Who the fuck watching this shit is this excited about this storyline right now? Y'all tell me. Y'all mean y'all don't have to agree with me, but I just don't believe the bullshit right now. So next we see Mac ass lurking around the house, and like I said, I thought Mac had something to do with it all along. So now he there. It looks like he's setting up his brother to kill his brother. Jimmy just going through, looking around the yard. What the fuck are you looking for? You don't even know what you're looking for. But he's going around looking with the flashlight. And Mac is on the side. He's breathing. Nervous. Yeah, okay. He's finally get him in this line of sight. And then he shoot his brother. It looked like he shot him in the hip to me. I swear, it looked like he hit him to me. He takes off running. What you shoot him for? That didn't make sense if you went for to kill his ass. Take off running. Jimmy get on the radio, say, hey, Austin down, come get my black ass. My white ass, because he's not black, he white. And, Rebel shows up with Mac, like, oh, he called me when he was here. And, because Rebel's like, what the fuck is he doing here anyway? They go off in the damn ambulance, and Rebel calls Chyna and say, hey, homegirl, Jimmy just got shot. It ain't over. That's the end of the episode. That's the end. That's it. That was the season motherfucking finale. That was it. Now, I know I had told y'all before there's supposed to be damn 10 episodes. I've learned later on that it was only supposed to be 8. And even though this is considered episode 9 for me, it's really episode 8 for them because they considered the first 2 episodes, because they showed them on the same night, they considered that as one episode. So the pilot was considered one episode, even though it had 2 different titles. So this is it. That's the end. That was the season fucking finale. Now, let me tell y'all my problems with this show and why I probably will not watch again next season. Rebel as a character had no development at all. There was no character arc for her. She was the same throughout the whole thing. Like when I started off thinking that she was like, hey, this hard, go get it, like don't take no mess type of sister. She was just fucking hard-headed. That's pretty much her whole thing. She was hard-headed. Anytime that she talked to anybody, she was very accusatory off the flip. Like she didn't trust nobody off the top, except for the wrong motherfuckers. Everybody that she did trust is the wrong motherfucker. She had no, like, instinct in that sense. Her hooking up with Mac, I didn't understand it. You can't make me understand it. He said, oh, I must have flashed out for a moment. He went to one therapy session and said, you know, because my brother got beat up by a black dude when I was 9 years old, that was what made me, I flashed out in that moment and made me want to kill your brother today. That didn't make no motherfucking sense, and whoever thought it did is stupid as hell too. Next, Jimmy's willingness to help all of a sudden. He's a fucking racist, misogynist bigot. And Von was his best motherfucking friend. Whether or not he believed that Von was really involved, his willingness to just jump on the bandwagon and help Rebel out, a bitch he can't stand, it's unfucking believable. Just because she pulled him out of a car. Did she even pull him out the car? She got the girlfriend out. The girlfriend went and got the car, and then he came back. Not the girlfriend, the stripper. And she brought back help and got him out the car. So it wasn't like he was saying, oh, I owe her a debt of gratitude for my life. I just forget all the racist and misogynist bullshit that I've ever said to her. And she's like, okay, I forgive you. No. Too many unfinished storylines. The whole storyline with the terrorist in the beginning with her friend Georgia. Georgia never came back. This is supposed to be one of her homegirls. She never came back into the storyline. We never found out what the fuck happened with the terrorist peoples. They had all these private eye cases that was stupid as fuck. The private eye cases stopped somewhere around episode 6. Like, once she started looking into TJ's finances, that was the episode before that was the last private eye case. So she wasn't really a private eye anymore. They sold us on the show that this was like a cop who was going up against the system because they killed her brother. Fuck, she quit the first goddamn episode and she became a private eye. So she was not a cop working within the system. I think it would have been a much more dynamic story if she was a cop working with the corruption in the system, and then there was a band of other officers who was doing that good deed as well. I would have liked that better. Like I said, it started off with some great moments as far as like talking about Ferguson and talking about Sandra Bland and pulling in a lot of racial issues and issues of injustice, pulling it in early on. As the story progressed, all that stopped. Like I said, after her daddy said, everybody go home, did this Malcolm X, everybody go home, we ain't gonna do this tonight, there was no further protests. Man, it's 2017. It's 3 years after Mike Brown's death, and they still protesting in St. Louis. Believe that. If I do watch again, the actresses, Danny Monet Truitt, I like her as an actress. I would love to follow her and see if she does develop acting-wise. The girl who played Chyna, Angela Cole, I actually liked her in this role as well. I want to see if Meth is going to come back and maybe whoop Mac ass again once he learned out that he fucking over Rebel. And that's the only couple of reasons I would have to watch it again, other than it being a black show and I'm trying to support black TV programming. But yeah, I think around episode 5 or 6 it lost me. Maybe episode 4, because like I said, it's only 9 episodes or 8 episodes according to them. There was a bullshit ass finale. Y'all let me know what y'all think. If y'all agree with me, y'all disagree with me. Y'all had any other opinions on anything that I missed, because I know I did not go over everything, but that it was not worth going over. As a matter of fact, the shit that I went over wasn't worth going over. This Rebel on BET, end of season 1. This episode was called Just Us. It was a play on the word justice. They think they may have got some, but yeah. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming back. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace. I think we got the season finale of Shots Fired tonight. All right, y'all. Bye.